Hello everyone. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you've had a wonderful day. What are we talking about? Well, what do I love? I'm talking about money. I use current events. I talk about history and economic booms and business cycles to fundamentally help you understand money flow so that you can have generational prosperity and build generational wealth. Now, in order for you to have the prosperity that you're seeking, there's some fundamental things that you must understand. And I say this over and over again. Money does not disappear. Money moves. Money moves. And if you do not move with the money flow, you essentially get left on the broke money side. So ideally, by getting you to understand cycles and getting you to see a very broader perspective than what you're accustomed to, my goal is to help you, play this money game and play it in a way that actually benefits you. Now, my live stream is highly informational and highly educational. So if you're here for entertainment, this is not the right place for you to be. Thank you, Quentin. Next, my moderator plans my talking points. I want to repeat this. My moderator plans my talking points. So if you want to know why my moderator is muting and or blocking, it's because my moderator has a vested interest in the success of this platform. Do we understand each other? So do not ask me why you got muted, because if you're getting muted, that means you're not focused or you're distracting my audience from paying attention. Last but not least, please keep your preferences out of my live stream. I only focus on cash. So there's no politics, there's no religion, there's no racial, there's no gender, there's no other BS. We only focus on money and being objective, and keep your emotions out of my live stream also. So please tap the screen, give me love. That is how we vibe, okay? I got information, you got a finger. This is our exchange. So if you're ready to get started with me, we are going to kick this off. Now, if you don't know, I started off talking about the stock markets, okay? Now, why are the stock markets important? Well, they're important because you guys pay a lot of attention to the stock market. So I'm going to start off with that, but I want you to trust and understand I'm just getting started. The stock market is not the cherry on top on what I'm doing here. I'm just starting there for a baseline. Now, the stock markets have rebounded. To me, hi, James. To me, it's no big deal. The stock market does that, okay? The wind blows, the stock market goes up. Someone farts, the stock market goes down. But I'm going to indulge you, all right? Because of recent White House comments, the Dow Jones has gone up about 1%, S&P 500 has gone up about 1%, and the NASDAQ has gone up about 2%, all because the White House is telling you guys what you want to hear. I don't know how many times I say this. I even taught my kids this. Just because someone says something, it doesn't make it true. I want to emphasize that. You hear what you want to hear. You go into your bank account. You go into your wallet. You take money out of your wallet and you invest it in something in which you can lose your cash just because whoever's speaking has changed their tune. Now, let me tell you something about me. I have not changed my tune. There's a few people sitting in my live, and I see 2 hearts going up on my screen. You're not going to be in my live stream freeloading. So either you tap the screen and I give you this information, or you need to scroll on and go someplace else. You got to tap. So let me know if we're going to cooperate with one another. Let me know if we're going to cooperate with one another. You got to tap. If you can get this from someplace else, you do that. If not, you got to cooperate with me. All right. Thank you. F you too. All right, back on topic. Let me tell you something. Part of the problem with the current stock market platform is that, thank you, Don, it's based off of a lot of hot air and a lot of emotions. I'm going to repeat this because if you understand what the stock market actually represents, it's supposed to be about businesses adding value, research, and development. But lately, it's all about who's saying what I want to hear and showing me what I want to see, and I will put my money into something that does not make sense Monday through Wednesday. I'm going to emphasize this. You are investing your money not off of sound economics and real business cycles. You are investing your money off of a political political correctness or a popularity contest. That means you do not appreciate cash and you do not understand money flow and you truly do not want generational prosperity. I'm going to break it down because I speak really directly. Typically, when you invest money, you want to see the numbers. The numbers must make sense. And when the numbers does not make sense, you and I both know you can't even get a credit card approved or a loan approved without the numbers making sense. So now you have become accustomed to investing in a stock market based off of hope. I hope it will get better. 40 years from now, I hope it will be better. Tell me at which business school you have attended. That hope is the basis for you risking your cash. This is a real question. When did we move away from fundamentals and we went into a movement of investing off of hype? Off of hype. You got people who are using their stature, their influence, to tell you some information that's not based off of sound business reality. Now, you don't have to agree with me. I'm just a very opinionated woman who seems to be a little bit logical. So when the White House says, we assure you, America first is not America alone. I'm going to repeat. The White House is saying, America first does not mean America alone. They are basically trying to put your worries to the side and say that the U.S. is not cutting itself off from the rest of the world. If the U.S. is not cutting itself off from the rest of the world, why is it that our actions don't match our words? I'm going to repeat this. Talking is one thing, action is another. You're telling the world that America first does not mean America alone. Yet the actions are clearly indicating that America is isolating itself due to its mannerisms and approach to dealing with other sovereign nations. I'm going to repeat this. Because the stock market went up just because the administration says America first does not mean America alone. Really? Because one of our longtime buddies called the EU has just aligned itself with China. Now, never in some of y'all wildest dreams would you have imagined that such allies would have come together. So if we are not isolating ourselves, how do you explain tariffs of 3,500% off of solar panels coming from Southeast Asia? How do you explain that? How do you explain tariffs of 245%? How do you explain it? How do you explain that NVIDIA is losing billions of market cap and now NVIDIA needs a license to export a low-performing chip to China? How do you explain that Boeing is now getting its planes returned back to it because another country is saying, I don't think so, I'm not doing business with you? That's a real question. If we're not isolating ourselves, then why is it that the results show that we are? You see, there's something about balancing our trade deficit, and there's another thing about rubbing our partners the wrong way. When we engage in free trade, the purpose of free trade is that there's a level of economic and political respect from one country to the next. And when we use our power, our stature, our economic influence to arm twist other nations to do business with us on our terms only, that goes away from being a capitalistic, democratic, free trade society to modeling policies that are similar to socialism and communism. I'm going to repeat what I just said. If we're not isolating ourselves and we are supposed to be the poster child, the leader, the role model for free trade, democracy, and capitalism, then why are we taking such extreme economic reactions to other countries disagreeing with us? So why am I talking about this? I'm talking to you guys about this because the stock market rebounded slightly. All because someone went up to a podium and announced on media That America first does not mean America alone. And you're falling for that. Actions speak louder than words. I'm going to repeat that. And if you keep investing your money off of hot air coming from the top and the hot air that's coming from the back, do not ask me where your prosperity is going. Do not ask me about the value of your 401k, because you're intentionally choosing to engage an investment trading activity that walks away from your basic training, which is look at the numbers, look at the trend lines, go to the fundamentals, look at the technicals. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Other countries, Pammy, on one hand, you could say that other countries took advantage of the U.S., but let's think this through. Let's be logical. Pammy Buckeye, you're essentially trying to say that the U.S. is a victim. Now, if you look at history, thank you, FD. If you look at history, I've never seen the U.S. as being a victim. Now, I see the U.S. the U.S. likes to buck up on people. You know how we get wild, wild west. The U.S. likes to get wild, wild west on people, especially if we're backed in a corner. So, Pammy, you're trying to say that other countries victimized the U.S. when the U.S. signed its John Hancock on the trade policies that have existed. I'm going to repeat this. The U.S. put its John Hancock on these trade deals that allowed the trade deficit to happen. So, is the U.S. a victim, or did the U.S. allow certain agreements to go so far that it actually came around and bit us in the ass? I'm just saying. Sometimes you can take things too far, or you allow a deal to go on so long that it actually has diminishing returns, and you start to see some hidden costs that you did not factor in when these trade deals were established 1, 2, 3 generations ago. I'm just asking a question. The U.S. is not a victim. The U.S. has never been a victim. The U.S. pounces. The U.S. hunts. The U.S. goes after what it wants in a very strategic way. So if you're actually going to sit here and think that the United States of America signed a trade deal in which created circumstances for us to have a trade deficit, who's responsible for the U.S. printing money? I'm sorry, it's the U.S., right? Who decided for the U.S. to print money? It was the U.S. So what I'm trying to illustrate to you is that when it comes to money flow, there has to be some accountability. And just like you as an individual needs to be accountable for your financial decisions and your prosperity, the United States of America is also responsible for its prosperity, its deficit, whether it be trade, whether it be currency. We are responsible. We're responsible. So stop seeing the U.S. as some type of victim, because this victim mentality is a broke money mindset mentality. When you keep thinking that someone else is responsible for your downfall without taking accountability for every decision that you made that got you there, it's no difference if it's the United States of America or if it's you, Pammy. At some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and take accountability for what you've done. You with me? So the U.S. is not a victim. The U.S. set this situation up because it benefited us. We actually allowed ourselves to go into a trade deficit because we were actually benefiting. Now, that benefit may not be apparent as far as monetary value, but the U.S. does not allow anything to happen unless it's getting something in return. Let me tell you this. The U.S. is a capitalistic society. There are no freebies. If we are allowing you to exploit us financially, that means you're giving us something else. Maybe you're giving us a strategic location. Maybe you're giving us intel. Whatever the case may be, the U.S. decided these trade deals, which caused us to be in this circumstances right now. We put ourselves in the circumstances because we were benefiting. We were benefiting from those trade deals. We allowed other countries to economically prosper at our expense because we were receiving something in return. Now, what that is, I don't know, but I'm telling you, I need you to, nothing is free. I want, exactly. The U.S. benefited from having lopsided trade deals. You got to sit with that. Okay? You got to sit with that. Just like sometimes you let other people play you. You let other people play you out of your money. The U.S. allowed ourselves to be economically exploited, and time will show why. Time will reveal why we did this. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Now, are you guys ready to get started? I got some irony for you. Tap this screen, tap that screen if you're ready for me to get started. OG, goodbye, OG. Goodbye to you and your mother, OG. I hope your mother gets that $30. Goodbye. Goodbye, OG. Okay, bye-bye, OG. You got to go. Here's some irony that's happening right now. About a week or two ago, I explained to my audience that, hi, Joe. I explained to my audience something about Germany, okay? Hi, Joe. I explained to my audience something about Germany, okay? The German economy has been in a steady decline over the past three and a half years. And I illustrated to my audience about a week or two ago that what Germany is experiencing economically right now, it mirrors a very similar situation that happened in the past. Let me explain. Hello, welcome to my live stream. I explained about a week or two ago that the German economy right now is in a decline. It's been in a decline for a while. Now, Germany has the largest economy in the EU. So what I posed to my audience, I said, how is it possible that amongst all these tariffs and all this fighting going back and forth, how is it that the country of Germany, how is it that Germany's quiet? You have France, you have Britain, they're all trying to make moves, but the largest economy in the EU is quiet, and they've been in an economic decline. So then I went back in history and I explained to my audience that, hello Phillips, I explained to my audience that around World War II, World War I, okay, around that time, Germany went to war because its economy was declining. And I also explained that before World War II, I think World War II started, Germany had been in an economic decline for about 3 years, okay? And then around year 4, Germany actually initiated war, okay? That was the past. Here I am again. So then I posed to my audience, I said, Germany has silently been in an economic decline for about 3 years. Okay, you have businesses filing for bankruptcy. You have individuals filing for bankruptcy. There's some real economic issues happening in Germany. Yet we hear crickets from Germany. Okay, so I told my audience, I don't know what the future is, but I told them there's some parallels between what happened in the past and what Germany is experiencing right now. That is what I said, because I can't understand why Germany is not trying to secure and trying to change its economic situation. Now, let me tell you what's happened. Israel is basically equipping Germany with drones. I'm going to repeat. Germany has been in an economic decline for about 3-4 years, which means they're struggling financially. Now, magically, Israel is providing drones. And what kind of drones? I'm talking about drones that go boom, 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 boom drones. Okay, you got to read between the lines. I can't say the word. Israel is providing Germany with drones that goes boom, boom, boom. Are you with me? Boom. Tap that screen if you understand. Now, how is it that Germany, which is in an economic decline, businesses are going belly up, individuals are going belly up, we hear nothing. Germany is the strongest economy. I didn't say that. You need to listen or you got to go, peacemaker. Peacemaker, if you don't pay attention, you're going to have to go. Okay? How is it that they are finding money for drones, drones and there's no issue. Why would a country that is suffering a recession decide to spend money to ramp up its military when Germany has no beef? Who does Germany have beef with? Germany's been quiet. Germany's been cooperative. So why would you be ramping up your military? Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't talk straight. I have to talk. You have to read between the lines. It doesn't make sense to me. Everything has been hush hush in Germany. I don't know what's going on in the economy, but I know their GDP has been on the decline. All of a sudden now, Germany's Ministry of Defense, they have announced a new partnership with Israel defense industry. Germany is looking to modernize their military. Why are you modernizing your military? Shouldn't you be modernizing your economy? Shouldn't you be coming up with policies that help your businesses your industries to come back? You understand? Something doesn't make sense to me. Germany is quiet. Germany is peaceful. There's no issues. Why is Germany ramping up defense unless there's something that I'm missing, okay? Instead of doing a small pilot program, the German military is deploying a significant number to be tested by frontline units. Now, it's my understanding, frontline means frontline, right? Tap that screen. Where did y'all go? Come back here. I told you I was just getting started. Tap, 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 tap. They are deploying a significant number of drones to be tested with frontline units. I'm sorry. Frontline means frontline. So have I missed something here? What have I missed? Thank you, Sabah. I told y'all about 2 weeks ago, okay? Maybe I'm prophetic. Maybe I'm psychic. Maybe I'm just fucking smart. But I told you 2 weeks ago that there is a pattern that when the German economy reaches a certain economic state, there is a pattern that certain activities are engaged in. One. The second thing I said, why is France upset about tariffs? Britain is upset about tariffs. Canada is upset about tariffs. And we hear nothing from Germany. You want to know what we hear from Germany? We hear that Germany has announced a new partnership in the defense industry at a time that their economy is in a decline and been in a decline for 3 years. This is why you watch me, okay? Because I connect things that seem unrelated and I present it in front of you. Now, what the outcome is, I don't know. But what I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense that they are ramping up for frontline. They're making great pew-pews. It doesn't make sense that you're ramping up a military instead of ramping up your monetary and fiscal and trade policies. Now, I don't know what this means, but what I will tell you is this. This is money flow. The German military recognizes how Israel's weaponry has impacted the war against Hamas. So basically what Germany is saying is that it recognizes the skill that Israel has in regards to how it's managing certain hostile activities in the region. And that is why they're going to Israel. They're not even coming to the U.S. I'm going to repeat. Germany is not coming to the U.S. The U.S. hasn't gone to Germany. Germany and Israel have come together. And Germany recognizes how Israel has been handling certain hostile activity. So what hostile activity is going on in Germany or around Germany that they would need to spend money on drones? Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. So when I tell you guys about money flow has a lot of meaning. One thing is that Germany went to Israel instead of the U.S. That's money flow away from the U.S. The money is now going to Israel. What is Germany planning to do with the drones? Why are they ramping up? Because when the Ukraine-Russia war happened, Europe was worried about Russia. But it wasn't worried enough to get drones then. Now, fast forward 3 to 4 years since the Ukraine-Russia war is happening, all of a sudden, you're getting drones? Why didn't you get drones when the Russia-Ukraine war started? Why do you need drones now after your economy has been in decline follow the money? Follow the money. So what am I telling you guys? You need to pay attention to money flow. Things that seem insignificant, that you normally don't pay attention to, it means something. Because let me tell you about something about economic booms. War can create an economic boom. And so can peace and reconstruction. I'm going to repeat. Germany has used war as a form of economic boom to create an economic boom in the past. Are you listening to me? Countries even like the US have used certain war activities to boost our economy when it's sliding in a decline. Germany has a history in an economic recession of using certain activities to boost its economy. Now, it's my understanding Germany's been cool as ice. There's no beef. There's no issues. So if there's no beef, there's no issues. Why are you modernizing your military? And I'm going to leave it at that. You take it for what it's worth. But what I will say is you need to keep watching me. You keep watching me because I tell you, I connect things, and I'm telling you the history doesn't lie. Humans don't change, and money will tell the truth. I'm going to repeat. History doesn't change. History never lies. People don't change, and the money will tell the truth. Money tells the truth. Okay? Money will tell you the truth. Are you with me? So we will keep pulse of that. We will keep pulse of that. But I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you, no. I smell something. I smell bullshit. I smell bullshit. I smell bullshit. Now I want y'all to understand, I believe in money flow. I love money flow. I love history. I love economics. I love business. I am sharing this information with you because I want you to have a very dynamic ability to use your critical thinking skills. This is about money flow. I want to repeat this. This is about money flow. I want you to be able to take a step back and identify opportunities in which you can follow money flow and build generational prosperity. Because sometimes you guys don't understand that economic booms and prosperity actually comes in forms that you would not normally equate to prosperity. I'm going to repeat. There's a history that when two countries are battling out, two countries are at war, you will have one country come in and sell products to both sides of the war. So when I tell you about money flow, some of you get caught up in your emotions. When people are making money, they don't care about sides. The only time people care about sides is when they stop focusing on money and they start focusing on things that are not significant. So I'm going to repeat. Money does not discriminate. Money moves. And if you happen to be on the right side of that money flow, you will benefit. Very simple. Very, very simple. You got to understand that. Money will move. And it doesn't care if you're right, you're wrong, you're ethical, you're unethical. It doesn't matter. Now, some of you will say money is evil. Money is not evil. Money is a piece of paper. Money is a tool. It's the people who are using the money that are doing things that may not be right. But money is not evil. Money is a piece of paper. You need to understand that. Stop blaming money for the decisions of human beings, okay? Now, I want to summarize this. Money flow. Germany has decided not to go to the USA, and it's gone to Israel to get these drones. And to me, that's a question mark. The U.S. said, America first does not mean America alone, right? Then why is it that Germany has skipped to Israel and not knocked on the door of the United States? because that's one of the things, the cornerstones, the pillar of the United States, which is our technology for defense. So Germany has gone to Israel and not the U.S. So does that mean the U.S. has lost some of its street cred? Has the U.S. lost some of its appeal to providing those types of goods to people around the world, countries around the world? I'm just posing that question for you, because normally people run to the U.S. Other countries are leaving. I know. So when you were told America first does not mean America alone, I'm asking you, do you see bullshit? Tap, 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 tap. Do you see bullshit? That is correct, Black Power. That is correct, Black Power. That is correct. Saudi Arabia will be investing in China's was it BYD or BYG? BYD company. That is correct. That is correct. Tap, 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 guys. This is money flow. Money is actually circumventing. It's moving around the U.S. Instead of the U.S. being a direct target for money flow, money is starting to move around the U.S. You want to know why? Because I told you money goes in the path of least resistance. Hello, Angola. Money goes in the path of least resistance. And the U.S. is putting up too much resistance. Too much resistance. And people are taking their business, their investments, and putting it in other places. Next, other countries are not allowing the U.S. to dictate who they will or will not do business with. So when the U.S. oversteps its boundaries and starts trying to tell other countries who they can do business with, that makes it so that we start to have problems. All right. Now, here's where it's going to get funny. Okay. That's a bit of irony. Now I have some funny for you. All right. China is asking South Korea not to supply products using rare earth minerals to U.S. defense firms. I'm going to repeat. China on April 4th, China stopped exporting rare minerals. At first it was to the U.S. and then it was for the rest of the world. They have stopped exporting rare minerals to the U.S. That happened on April 4th. Now here's where this is critical. Those rare minerals we actually use for technology. Those minerals are used for AI. They're used for quantum computing. They are used for humanoid robots. So the technology that's supposed to pull us through this economic recession, we can't get access to the quantity and the quality that we need to help companies like NVIDIA and Tesla win this digital tech race. Did you hear me? AI is supposed to add trillions of dollars to the global economy. If the U.S. cannot get access to the rare earth minerals that we need for AI, for quantum computing, for humanoid robots, do you understand the impact? If you understand the impact, please tap that screen. Tap that screen. You didn't know that. You didn't know that China stopped exporting rare minerals to the U.S. Did you know that China mines and refines 90% of the world's rare minerals? I'm going to repeat. China mines and refines 90%, thank you, Tiandra, of the world's rare minerals that are used by our tech giants. Our tech giants relies on those imports of rare minerals. China has cut us off, and now China's telling Korea, you cannot use my rare minerals and sell products to the U.S. for U.S. defense firms. It's not that deep, yet you left a comment. Goodbye. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this for money flow reasons. One, if South Korea has bought the rare minerals, how is China going to tell another person that paid for something what to do with it? Let me give you an example. Imagine going to the grocery store and buying a loaf of bread, and you plan to use that loaf of bread to make French toast. But the grocery store tells you, you better not make French toast with that bread. Otherwise, I'm going to stop selling you that bread. If you bought the bread, shouldn't you have the right to use that bread as you please? So China's telling Korea and other countries that, hey, if you buy my rare minerals, you cannot sell any goods to the U.S. that is for U.S. defense firms. Okay? China's asking South Korea not to ship products containing Chinese rare earth minerals to the U.S. defense firms. So what am I saying? I'm telling you. Someone says they're going for the jugular. You're correct. I'm telling you. China's telling other countries not to sell any way, shape, or form, any type of good that contains their rare earth minerals to firms that are for U.S. defense. America first means America's not alone. Are you kidding me? You see, this is all started because the U.S. was attempting to isolate China from the world. I want y'all to understand this. This didn't come out of no place. Our administration was attempting to use trade tariff talks as a way to leverage other countries to isolate China. Now, China is performing the same action as the U.S. What am I saying? They're both restricting free trade. Now, here's the ironic part. A few days ago, last week, China was saying that it believes in free trade. It is for free trade. So if China believes in free trade, you cannot engage in the same actions of the U.S. That is contrary to free trade. I think the world is forgetting how much free trade actually adds to your GDP. I think they're forgetting that money flow, cause and effect. Yes, money flow will flow in the direction that has the most ease. So you have the U.S. and China, two sides of the same coin. They both want power. They're both saying that they believe in free trade, yet they're trying to manipulate and control the global economy and force other countries not to do business. If you're going to be an advocate for free trade, you got to walk the walk. You can't talk the talk. You cannot tell other countries, I am a stable, predictable leader, and I believe in free trade. That's China. And then on the other hand, you tell South Korea, you better not sell any product to the U.S. defense firms using my rare minerals. This is not going to work, guys. I don't know who the economists, who these people are that are not explaining this situation. You have two countries who are engaging in the same activities. They're engaging in the same activities. And both of them are going to stunt their economic growth and development. I'm going to repeat this. You have two powerhouses. One is a capitalistic country, the U.S., engaging in communist type of policies, and you have another country who is communist, who's engaging in capitalist policies. I'm going to repeat this. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Tap that screen. You have two countries that have two different ideas. One is capitalistic, fundamentally. The other one is communist, fundamentally. You have the communist country engaging in capitalistic actions, and you have a capitalist country engaging in communist activities. They are two sides of the same damn coin. It's like having two bulls batting up against each other. Do you think, what do you mean, what do I think? What do you think? You're coming here asking me questions. What do you think? Do you have a thought? This is about money flow. This is about money flow. I don't give a damn who wins. I care about the flow of money, the ease of money, free trade. Keep your bullshit out of my live stream. Do you understand? Keep your bullshit out of my live stream. If you cannot check your emotions and rein them in, you will be booted the hell out. This is about money flow. You have two superpowers who are restricting money flow. They are restricting economic growth, and they are impeding the rest of the world from being able to engage in respectful business, economic, and diplomatic policies. Do I make myself clear? Keep your petty, foolish bullshit out of my live stream. They're both having a negative impact on the prosperity of other nations and citizens of the country. That is what this is about. You cannot point fingers and say, hey, I advocate for free trade when you know you have a communist government. And you can't say, hey, 3,500% tariffs on Southeast Asia when you're a capitalist country. You don't make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. So how does this impact you? This impacts you because 1, you have to deal with inflation. 2, it cuts off opportunities. 3, you have businesses and their market cap is falling. So the value of the US GDP is dropping. This bullshit that they're doing is causing the GDP and GNP of the United States and China to fall. They're stunting. How long are these silverback gorillas are going to fight before citizens are trying to make a wish off of a penny and a peanut, which means you're broke? Are you with me? Okay? So if South Korea has bought the rare minerals from China, how is China going to tell South Korea what to do with these products? 1, especially if China's saying, I am a responsible leader, and 2, I am a predictable leader, and you can rely on China for free trade. I'm sorry, you are operating differently. You're not doing what you're saying. So China, if you want countries to follow you, you have to follow the line of free trade. You can't speak free trade and do actions that are contrary to free trade. Next, you cannot say that the U.S. is doing trade extortion when you are also engaging in trade extortion. Guys, they're doing the same thing on other sides of the world. Next, okay, China warned South Korea firms they could face sanctions if they violate Chinese export restrictions. So now China is going to put sanctions on countries who's supposed to be a sovereign nation. They're going to put sanctions on them because they're doing what China doesn't want them to do. How is that different from Trump? It's the same damn thing as Trump. They're the same. They're the same people. Did you hear me? You got 2 people who are soul brothers. They're soulmates. Trump and Xi are soulmates. Trump and Xi, President Xi, they're soulmates. They're the same person. Okay, so what does this impact? Companies that can't get rare minerals, it impacts EVs, it impacts aerospace, it impacts medical equipment, it impacts displays, batteries, electronics, it goes on and on. So both of them are destroying their economies. When did you learn to talk? Why don't you take bubblegum out of your mouth? Yes, bubblegum. Why don't you just call me, hold on. When did you learn to talk? Why don't you take the bubblegum out? Why don't you just call me a monkey? I mean, shit, hold on, Joe, if you want to insult me, wait a minute. Joe, if you want to insult me, grow some balls and just call me a monkey. And if you want to call me a monkey, just bring a banana. Grow some balls. Don't come in here with your limp nut trying to basically give me a racial insult. Grow some balls and try to insult me for real. Just call me a goddamn monkey and bring me a banana. Otherwise, you just failed at trolling me. Grow some balls. If you want to give me a racial slur, do it like you got a backbone. Don't let a woman punk you on TikTok because you don't have enough spine to bring it. Just call me a monkey. Get it over with. I mean, come on, people. Grow some. I am not a woman that you can phase with your BS. You can't phase me with your BS. You need to understand that. You need to understand that. I don't give a damn what you think about me. You see, Find another live stream with someone who does not value themselves. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care what you think about me. Your mother told you something wrong. Your mama told you everyone cares about what you think. I don't give a damn about what you think. Welcome to my live. Bring me a banana next time, okay? And a chicken wing if you're going to bring me something. Bring me some chicken and bring me some watermelon and bring me a damn banana, okay? Moving on. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all. I don't have a problem with me. You got a problem with me. This is for everybody in my live stream who's a hater. I don't have a problem with me. You got the problem. Do you understand? I don't have a problem with me. You got the problem. All right, now Tesla. Tesla's Optimus humanoid. All right. If y'all love me, you got to tap that screen, okay? Don't type you love me. Show me you love me. Tap that screen. You understand? Don't talk the talk. I want you to walk it. Tap that screen. Show me your love. Now, Tesla. I told you Tesla was involved in robots. Some of you are upset because Tesla's stock is dropping. And I told you Tesla is not focusing on EVs because Elon Musk thank you. Elon Musk is actually involved in robots. So if you're worried why Elon Musk is not getting, hot and sweaty and upset, he's not getting upset because Elon Musk is a master of riding economic booms. I'm going to repeat this. You're upset about EV sales. I'm telling you, you're upset about the wrong thing. If you know one thing about Elon Musk, it's this. This man is a master of riding economic booms. So why he is not upset about EV sales or the destruction of EVs, it's because the man is focused on the next economic boom, and the next economic boom is the digital industry. And the digital industry actually includes humanoid robots. So if you guys are ride or die for Tesla, you're ride or die for NVIDIA, you wouldn't be paying attention to the stock price. You would be looking at the innovations and the technology that they're bringing to this world. I'm going to repeat this. Some of you are crying. Like I should get you a baby bottle and a diaper. You're crying over a stock price instead of focusing on what that company is about. Tesla, Elon Musk is actually focused on humanoid robots. He is over EVs. He is over EVs. Now, let me tell you this because I got proof. Tesla's Optimus humanoid robots production slow due to China's export curb on rare minerals. So what's happening here? Tesla is in China. Because China has put an export ban of rare minerals going to the U.S., whether it be raw minerals or minerals that have been used in a finished good, China is halting the export of their minerals in certain products. So what does that mean? It means Elon Musk was banking on getting his Optimus robots exported out of China. And that was going to be Tesla's saving grace. Tesla is not going to be able to get the export license that's needed to get Optimus Prime. He cannot get his Optimus Primes out of China. So just like the US has stunted NVIDIA from exporting chips to China, China is preventing a US company from exporting its goods out of China because it has its rare minerals. Now, what does this mean for you? This means the revenue that Tesla expected to generate off of these robots is basically evaporating. Tesla has a manufacturing plant in China. What is the purpose of manufacturing if you can't get it out of China? Now, here's the thing. He can't get it out of China. He just can't sell it to the US. So a US-based firm who is outsourced to China cannot get his robots that he was going to sell in the US to make revenue and net profits and meet his target goals. These revenues was going to help pull the US economy out of this recession. So if Nvidia is being stunted and Nvidia is losing billions of dollars on market cap, Tesla has just performed a death cross signal on April 14th. Tesla has made a death cross signal. I'm telling you, if we do not have the AI technologies to pull our economy through, that was our saving grace. If our tech giants cannot get access to the minerals and materials they need to produce robots, quantum computing chips, AI chips, automations, this is a clusterfuck beyond your imagination. I'm going to tell you what someone told me. They said yesterday, it's a financial money floor, money flow war. You're used to countries, thank you, hello Philadelphia, you're used to countries invading the soil of another country. Because of digital technologies, you're actually watching a modern day digital war, money flow war happening in front of your face. And if a remedy, a solution is not, if we don't come to a conclusion, I'm telling you, the fall, the collapse, the economic outcome is going to be huge, because anyone who understands business and the economy, you understand there's a lag period. A lag period means there's a delay. There is a delay. So the benefits and the prosperity that you see in front of your face right now, it's because of what happened months ago. So the impact of China's export ban and the impact of the trade tariffs by Trump, you're not going to be able to see that. You're going to start to see that in Q3 and Q4 and Q1 of 2026. And then that means it takes time. So even if President Trump and President Xi come to an agreement, it's going to take months for you to see the benefits of it because of the sheer size of our economies. If you understand what I'm saying, tap that screen. I'm telling you, you don't see the full impacts right now because there is a delayed effect because of the decisions that are being made. That is why the Fed chair is refusing to change the interest rates, because he knows once he sets this train in motion, the effects take time. So what I'm trying to emphasize for all of you is that I understand that you can't see it, okay? People who move large amounts of money, people who do international business, thank you for the gift, you can see the impact. But for individual people, you're not seeing the full impact of what's happening because it hasn't had time to fully trickle down to you. So when you're hearing bullshit, America first does not mean America alone. They're playing with your intellect. They're playing with your intellect. I'm going to say it again. They are playing with your intellect because our administration knows that there is a lag period for you to see the full financial impact of the Trump administration. I'm going to repeat this. They are lying to you. When they tell you America first and America not alone, they're telling you that so the market rebounds. I am telling you, bold-faced, difficult and demanding as I am, you're not seeing the impact because it takes weeks, if not months, for you to see the impact of Trump having a tariff of 245%. It takes months for you to see the impact of a tariff that's 3,500% on solar panels from South Korea. It takes time for you to see the impact of Germany avoiding the US and going to Israel to buy drones. Are you understanding? You must get that. Because it's like a tsunami. When an earthquake happens in the ocean, it takes time for that momentum to build up, for you to see the impact. So why am I talking to you about this? I talk to you about this because I want you guys to understand money flow. And you must know how to follow the money. So if I'm telling you there's a lag in the effects of Trump's administration's decisions, and there's a lag in the effect of President G's and the EU and Canada's decision. It's coming. And if they do not correct what is happening, what does that mean for you? It means you need to be able to earn cash. It means you need to be able to have a way to earn an income that is not tied to tariffs or this bullshit. I'm going to repeat. Now, for those of you who do not know this, I have two portions of my live stream, okay? Those of you who watch me, this is going to be your exit point. Anyone who's interested in getting my live replays, all you got to do is go to my profile, go to my website, enter your email address. I will let you know how to get my live replays. For everyone else, if you want to know how to get cash flow, lucrative cash flow, where you're earning hundreds of dollars daily, so you can stack your cash and detach, I said it, detach yourself as much as possible from this economic bullshit that's happening, please stay on my live stream. So I'm going to repeat. Those of you who know me, this is your time to exit. If you're interested in my live replays, and my live replays are not free, I'm going to repeat that. My live replays are not free. You will not get a free replay from me. If you're interested, go to my profile, go to my website, enter your email address. I will tell you how to get my live replays. Everyone else who's interested in earning money in an industry that is lucrative, that is simple, will set you up for success, stay on my live stream. Please tap, 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 tap if you're ready for me. If you're ready to know how to earn daily payouts in an industry that is lucrative, that is booming, and that's getting people six-figure income, let me know. Tap, 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 tap. Now, what am I talking about? Everyone else, I'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who stayed, listen to me. Right now, you are watching the deconstruction of money systems that have existed for donkey years, okay? Hello, money. You are watching what's happening between China and the US. You're watching old money systems being destroyed in front of your face. Now, what you must understand is that even when there's destruction, there is money creation. When you see money being destroyed, money flow being obstructed, that does not mean that money has disappeared. That just means money is going in another way. Now, let me tell you where money's flowing. The e-learning industry is a $1.5 billion daily industry. That means $1.5 billion is being earned in revenue every single day. The e-learning industry is projected to double to $3 billion daily by 2027. So that means within 2 years, an industry that's earning $1.5 billion every day is going to be generating revenue of $3 billion every single day. That is money. This is a bull market. This is a lucrative market. Now, why is e-learning so profitable? Because e-learning uses online, it uses AI, and it uses automations. I'm going to repeat. E-learning is a lucrative industry because it's using technologies that are putting you out of a job and or keeping you from a job. So instead of you being unemployed or underemployed, I'm telling you that you can use automations. Thank you, Quiet Storm. You can use automations to create unlimited amounts of automated streams of income. Automated streams of income, let me break that down. Streams of income is like you working 2, 3, 4 jobs. Instead of you getting a second job, a third job, a fourth job, imagine having streams of income online. Now, automated, what does that mean? Automated is just like your DVR. Just like you go to your DVR, you set up your show to be recorded and you go watch that show for future purpose. That is one form of automations. When you have automated streams of income, that means there is a built system, an automated system that uses funnels and uses emails to do the grind for you. So instead of you calling, emailing, chasing, following up, you have an automated system that is the cornerstone, the foundation, the hub of the heavy lifting for your business. Are you with me? Automations and automated streams of income is the new age, the new way, the digital way to earn money. So when I say you can have a 2-hour workday and pay your bills, it's because you have an automated system that works for you 24/7. You get to have a 2-hour workday, earn an income that can pay your bills because there's an automated system that's online that handles your customers. So you don't have to DM. You don't have to personally email. You don't have to get on a video call. You don't have to get on the phone because your automated system is your secretary, your employee, your salesman, whatever it is, automations handles it. So if you go to my account and you go to my stories, you see I got a pretty chill, lax life. My life is chill and lax because I have an automated system that handles my potential customers. Are you with me? This is not rocket science. This is not rocket science. This is a simple thing. This is why it's important to leverage technology. There was a period of time where the actual dishwashing machines did not exist. We had to hand wash dishes. But when the dishwashing machine was created, it made our lives simple. Okay? Just like when it came to phones, we had landlines. We were restricted to landlines. But then when cell phones became readily available, it opened up a new world of opportunity. Now, why am I telling you this? Because automated streams of income, it's the new way to go. You don't have to work harder and longer to earn money. You work less, you earn more. Now, how do you work less? I told you, automations. How do you earn more? You earn more because you stop promoting products that pays you dollars, that pays you peanuts. You stop working in jobs that do not pay you your worth. Instead, what you do is you promote products, digital products that are in high demand and pays you hundreds of dollars for one sale. What does that mean? That means you get one customer and earn $600, 100% profits from that customer. I'm going to repeat. Instead of you peddling products in which you earn $5, $7, $10, $15, imagine having a high demand digital product and one customer brings you in hundreds of dollars. Why? Because guess what? The product's in high demand. It's proven to sell. It's effective. So you need one customer to make $600. Some of you only want $2,400 of extra income. So if you got one customer a week, one customer paid you $600, that's $2,400 of extra income in your pocket off of a 2-hour workday. And 100% of the money goes in your bank account. That is digital money. That is a digital age. That is the advantage of using automations, AI, online. If you don't know anything about the e-learning industry, go to any university. Find a university. Go to their website. I can guarantee you they offer an e-learning program. So if you have Ivy League institutions offering e-learning programs, I'm telling you, you can also offer e-learning programs, earn 100% of the revenue, 100% of the profit, working for yourself, having automations in your back pocket, working for you, and that's how you have a 2-hour workday. Now, this automated system, it's already built. It's plug and play. I'm going to repeat. The automated system is already built. You get your domain, you plug your domain into it. Within 24 to 72 hours, you can have your done for you, profitable online business set up, ready to run. Next, some of you, what if I fail? How can you fail? You can't fail because there's a GPS, there's a blueprint, there's a roadmap that's going to take you step by step to your 6-figure success. I'm going to repeat. The automated system works. Anyone who knows about email marketing, funneling, online automations, you know it works. It's a money maker. Stop wasting your time with drop shipping. Stop wasting your time with multi-level marketing. Stop wasting your time with network marketing. Stop wasting your time. There is an easier way to get this money. Now, last but not least, you're worried about failure. You're worried about the wrong thing. There is a proven step-by-step blueprint, like GPS in your car, that will teach you everything you need to know to get to this six-figure income. So if daily payouts is something that will interest you, getting paid daily will make your life easier. A few extra $1,000 a month will make your life better. All you got to do is go to my profile. My website's there. The information's there. How much does it cost you? I'm going to tell you how much it costs you. This is a one-time low investment. To ride an economic boom, you got to have right timing. You have to invest in the technology or the tools, and you got to get the information. The timing is now. The e-learning industry is booming. Billions of dollars is being made, which means there's money to earn. So instead of you trying to get a job over here where there's no money, I'm telling you where the money's at. Next, the tool set, the tools, the technology, it's already built. The technology and the knowledge comes together. Your roadmap to a six-figure skill set comes with the technology. It's a one-time investment of 100, 300, or 600. I'm going to repeat. One time, low investment in your online done-for-you profitable business is 600, 300, or 100. What are the differences? Well, one, it's your budget. Two, how much you want to learn and how much you want to earn. Those are the differences. There's no monthly expenses. There's no hidden bullshit. That is how you earn 100% profits. I'm going to repeat. To earn 100% of the profits, that means you have a business that generates revenue with high demand products. There's no monthly expenses. This is a business that costs you no money on a monthly basis, which means all of the revenue goes to you and your bank account. You do not work for me. You work for yourself. You do not work for me. You work for yourself. Your automated system, 100% of the money to you. Your automated system, 100% of the money to you. This is real. If you can find love on a cell phone, you can order food from a cell phone. You can earn a six-figure income using technologies from your cell phone. E-learning is legit. There's no gatekeeper. There's no licenses. There's no permits. There's no red tape. There's no bullshit. So if you're interested in finding out daily cash flow in your bank account, 2-hour work days, and earning several $100s versus pennies and small percentages, go to my profile, go to my website. The information's there. You can have an online profitable business up and running within days, and you can be launching to profit within 7 days. So what does that mean? It means you invest 600 in your automated system, you invest 300 in your automated system. The likelihood of you turning a profit is quicker than any traditional business. What is the odds of you succeeding? It's a proven roadmap. All you got to do is follow directions, step-by-step directions. There's live mentoring. There's step-by-step training. It is beginner friendly, and you will be walked to your success. If you think it's too good to be true, I can't help you. If you can find a date, you can do this anywhere in the world. I'm in Vietnam. A month ago, I was in Malaysia. There's people in Canada, Africa. There's people in Australia. There's people in London. There's people in the Philippines. There's people in Mexico. You can be anywhere in the world as long as you have internet access. You have 2 hours a day. You get a done-for-you, profitable online business, and you can be up and running from that. I love learning. I love money. So this is great for me. New skills, new information, an easier life. If you want to see my life, just go to my stories. Okay, I'm in Vietnam right now. Once I'm done with you guys, I'm getting ready to go hang out with my kids. We're going out to eat. We're going to the beach. I'm enjoying my life. So if you want a taste of that, you want a glimpse of that, I'm telling you, stop working harder. Start working less. Earn more. Get paid your value. And stop promoting products that pays you pennies and scraps. Driving for Uber is not a side hustle. A real side hustle is when you have an automated system, automated streams of income, and you're earning money while you sleep. That is the purpose of automations. Your business is working for you even when you sleep. Okay, so if you don't have enough time with your man, you don't have enough time with your woman, an automated system, automated streams of income, you can be tapping ass, hugging each other, whatever you want to do, you will have the time to do that. Okay, so go to my profile, my website's there. This is a one-time investment, and you're on your way to having a done for you, profitable online business with a product in which you can earn $600 or $300 or $100 per customer. There's no more chasing customers. The customers will come to you. You will be attracting those customers. And last but not least, Shein. Shein is a multi-billion-dollar clothing company. Shein ramped up its financial success by using email marketing. Amazon uses email marketing. Any company that has an online presence uses email marketing. So if you want to master the skills that are minting companies millions, billions of revenue, I'm telling you, there's money beyond your dreams, and you will slap yourself on the ass when you find out you've been going about getting this money the wrong way, the long way, the broke way. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. I will see you tomorrow. Please go to my profile. My website's there. And I will see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.